cool. Let's go for it.
Okay, I hit go live. Does that work at this end? Looks... Okay, we are live. Hello and welcome to the live stream. I do have some music, but unfortunately my colleague cannot hear it all the way over in Napier, so I don't think we can do that. But hello, Mr. Lee. I am going to put us onto two cameras. Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. How has your week been?
It's been all right.
Well, it's good.
It's been okay. Been a bit cold, actually, this week for some reason. What's going on with the weather?
It has, actually, yeah. I can see huge black clouds coming over, and we've got snow warnings again.
Oh.
Yes.
We've had rain, not snow, though. The snow's on the hills in the distance, looking at us.
Ah, horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Yeah, sure.
Let me... Zoom has just decided to do a happy for me, so let's pop you back up. Nope. How does Zoom... There we go. Zoom is back up and running. You can't minimize Zoom. If you minimize Zoom, things don't work.
You lose it all. No, you just
You lose
the
it
background.
all. Yep. I'm learning.
Yes. You'll soon learn that you go, that's what that does.
Yes. No,
and you can't move to a different screen. You can't open up chat. You can't send each other a message in Zoom because it just messes up everything.
Yep. Horrible. Horrible. But that is okay. So today we are going over the book of randos that I've been preparing. So I'm going to show you this one. You should now have a bunch of rando pages sitting up there. You should have Dreadcrawls, Eldritch Randos, 1920s, 1960s, and modern. Is that correct?
Correct.
Excellent. So we're going to start off with the Dreadcrawls. So this is part of the actual Cthulhu Awakens book. What Green Ronin do is they have... Well, for some reason it's gone back to multiple pages. There we go. What Green Ronin do is they have a sort of a system where you can create random adventures and that sort of stuff with it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, so we will scroll down a bit. We can go to creating maps. The point map. And go to create. And you have me on...
It's fine, it's
silent.
Fine. It's kick. It's kick.
It's kick. It's always kick. We can always blame kick.
Tabletop. Ah, cool. Okay, great. I just had to update all the stuff.
Ah, cool. So we can see here a point map example, which this is obviously San Diego, and it basically how to run an adventure crossing a city, effectively.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So we can see different areas that you can investigate and all that sort of stuff. I thought we would do something a little bit closer to home. So let me activate this map. You should now have a map activated. Is that correct?
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sure it is. I'm faffing around.
That is all good.
Just simply because...
Yep.
Kick is not that smooth sometimes.
No, they haven't had the experience the other platforms have yet.
No, so everything's very manual, so you turn it on, then you've got to go and faff around for 5 seconds. Right, okay, book of randos, yes.
Yes. So I'm just going to make sure that you can actually, see this particular thing. We're going to show...
So I close...
Yep, might as well close the book of randos.
And I can see my home city.
You can see your home city. So I'm not going to show the people where you live.
That's right. Come and visit if you want.
But we have up here Hospital Hill, which used to be called in the 1920s Sin Island.
It's been on before the earthquake in 31.
Yes. So 1931, Napier had a huge earthquake, and all the grounds surrounding the island, surrounding the hill, actually came out of the water, and it is now where the central town is, where Napier South, Ahuriri, Awatoto.
Airport used to be a big lagoon.
It did indeed, yep. So all of that came up. Prior to that, this was Sin Island, and on Sin Island, you had two key places. You had the lookout and the prison. So I don't remember if it was the last place anyone was executed in New Zealand, but I know the prison had executions right up until it closed. And a lot of ghost hunters actually visit that particular place. There's been quite a few TV shows made about it.
That's so funny. Okay, and you can do a tour in there as well and get locked into a prison. If
You can indeed, and a
jail
lot of
or the
people
cells.
get freaked right out.
Yeah.
So what we have a point of Napier. We've got 3 parts on the hill. We've got the old hospital, which I believe is mostly gone now.
No, it's pretty much it's gone. Yeah,
It's gone. Okay, so that
big green
technically
bit.
doesn't run. However, if we go down to the south a bit, there is another ruin called the Waipukurau Mental Hospital.
That's
Technically, it's 100k away in Waipukurau. However, I used to live just down the road from it, and it is still a ruins. If you want to do a horror movie, you go there to film. It is old school horror type ruins.
Yep.
A very cool place to go. We have the observatory out at the Napier Boys High. We have an old house. Now, this house no longer exists. However, in the early to mid 80s, Riverbend Road had the riverbends running along it. That's how it gets its name. And pretty close to Latham Street, that was all forest type area. And there was a house there that when we walked home from school, we would freak out. People would dare you to walk up the drive because there was this old dilapidated house that everybody said was haunted.
That's so cool.
That is. And we also have EIT because every good horror story needs a research place.
We used to. It's now being rebuilt because it got flooded.
True. I totally forgot about the flooding a couple of months ago. Yes, we had EIT.
6 months ago it was, you know.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah.
We have the Park Island Graveyard, which is, it looks a bit small, but it's actually a massive area of land. There's multiple graveyards there. And then we have...
There's a graveyard on the hill as well.
There is. I could not remember exactly where it is. I think it's up here around Choicer, is it not? Just the same road that the hospital is on.
That's right. It's next to the hospital.
Okay, so there are 2 graveyards in...
Because there's botanical gardens there as well.
Correct, yes. So we have different locations within the town that we can visit that all could coincide with some sort of Cthulhu mythos. We have a wooded area for the lookout with an old stone lookout atop of it. I've done lots of adventuring up there as a kid. Would not recommend climbing up the cliffs. They're a little crumbly. But we have a harbour, a port, many beaches, an old haunted prison, an old mental institute. It's basically like New Zealand's Arkham.
Exactly. That's how Napier is actually addressed in the news.
So if we go back to the Book of Randos and we load back up the Dreadcrawls, I'll see if I can show you.
Can you push it to me again? Yeah,
Yep,
cool.
there we go. Every time I push it, it changes its setting to multiple pages, which is a bit of a pain in the butt.
Ah.
So this part of the book basically tells you how you can collate a whole heap of different adventures.
So am I supposed to see a book at this moment or just the list of the books?
If you click on the button, there should be a button there that says load PDF.
Yes.
Yep, click on that and that will actually load a PDF.
Which one are we looking at?
The Dreadcrawls, sorry.
Dreadcrawls.
Yes.
Can I make this bigger?
You can make it bigger. However, to make it full page, you click on page, the little drop down. It should be page fit. Make it page width, and however big you make it, that'll be the page. Like an auto zoom.
Oh. Page fit. Okay.
Change that to page width.
Okay, cool.
Yep, so this is an open-ended map. Within that, we can basically create all of the different areas and you can run multiple adventures from it. That's a couple of pages of the book, all has how to do it. Then it has on page 9, which I believe is page 5 on the PDF viewer thing, you've got populating hotspots. So if we wanted to basically do an adventure in the mental institute or the old mental hospital, we could go here and it says what type of mythos influence is active currently. We go in and we roll a d6, and the d6 says 5, so this is a prison. So it was a mental institute, however, lots of people were held against their will, obviously. I mean...
It's a bit like, have you seen the American horror book?
No. I do know about it. I haven't actually got around to seeing it yet.
Second season's a mental institute where people are basically like taken to be
cool.
experimented on.
Well, here we go.
They had an ex-Nazi doctor working there.
Ex-Nazi doctors are always good for a Cthulhu mythos.
Yes, exactly. It's perfect. Yeah, doing experiments in his dungeon.
Right, so we've got the location. The mythos influence is a prison of some sort. We then scroll down to page 10 and we have a site. So what sort of site feature is here? We can roll the random dice once again and we get another 5. This sounds vaguely familiar with multiple 5s rolled.
Yeah.
This is a ritual location. So in the Waipak Mental Institute, this was actually a prison for people who were mentally unstable, but probably completely and utterly sane. They were sent there. Sounds a bit like the Sucker Punch movie. And they were using their prisoners as some sort of ritual. It's got summoning site there, so we've got ritual location. Indicates a spot where sacrifices or ceremonies were once performed. However, this site is now abandoned. Fits pretty good with that particular place if you've ever driven past it. This is either because a cult died on a 1 to 4 on a d6 or they moved away. So we will roll another d6. And on a 5, they have simply moved away somewhere. Evidence of the rituals is typically present as cults don't clean up after themselves in sacred sites. Because of abandonment, this site typically has no remaining magical powers, but it could be revitalized by a dedicated cult. Studying the site causes a TN11 alienation revelation test. So we've gone over what alienation tests are. And then we have a look at what sort of artifacts this site holds. So we will roll, and this has the book or an engraving. Now, I don't remember, does this have lots of different books in it? I don't think it does. So what we are going to do is I will expand this one out a little bit more. We will go to Eldritch Randos. And this is a book of random tables. We are looking for some sort of etching. As you can see, multiple different, or books actually. It was book or etching, correct?
Engraving. A tome or wall covered in murals or glyphs, or a chunk of broken stones with fossils arranged in canny formation.
Nice. Okay, so we can look at haunted items, oddities, cult books, clues, that sort of stuff, but let's go for haunted items. So a sort of something with an engraving. We'll roll a 1d100, and this pops to 53, which says a flashlight that reveals secret writings on a wall, or perhaps some other strange phenomenon. So this is from the Book of Randos on page 10, the Book of Eldritch Randos, page 10. Now if we jump back to the Dreadcrawls, implementing this is a book or an engraving, so we can say that it is some sort of stone with an engraving on it. When you rub the engraving, it highlights some sort of random etchings, symbols all over the walls. Does that make sense?
Yep, fully, yep.
Yep. We then go down and we have what type of prison is it? So with that, we've got a pre-human type prison, a prehistoric prison, an ancient classical prison, medieval, near-modern, or a future translocated. So we will roll. This is some sort of pre-human prison.
Oh, jeez, okay.
Yes. So the cult of the prison was built up on this particular location because of eldritch energies that were coming from the
what do you call those lines? The
way lines, is it? Ley lines.
Ley lines, the druids and all that.
Yep. So that is pre-human. Basically, I would say the Hyborian age, the Age of Conan type thing. That's pre-human type stuff with monsters, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, the ley lines converged at this point. A prison was set up there to have some sort of sacrificial service for some random eldritch creature. And once investigating, we can find a etched rod that when we rub our fingers over the etching, it will highlight different glyphs all over the walls. And then we scroll down a bit more. Coincidence, blah, blah, blah. That's basically how we set up an adventure. So with that, we've got a fully randomized adventure all within this book that ties in, well, it's made by Green Ronin, and it is part of this. You'll be able to buy the PDF off their website once the book is released.
That's very cool, isn't it, that they give you this?
It is really good. They had one similar for Threefold, but it didn't feel as good and as in-depth as this does.
Mm-hmm.
And
giving you the roles and all that stuff is quite cool as well.
It is very cool. Next part is how to actually build labyrinths, dungeons, that sort of stuff. So this won't really pertain very much to the Rando stream because I pre-make all the maps. We can't really make a map straight away. I mean, we technically could, but that would be boring for people, I think.
And also, me as an adventurer would know the map, so that probably wouldn't work.
Exactly. So, but this does tell you how to do it. What type of entrance is it? Does it have a pit, a shaft, a door, or some sort of dimensional aperture? The different ways passages tie to it, and you basically, you know, door here. What sort of pathway is it? How does it fork off? Door here, door here. It gives you all of the tools you need to make a random dungeon crawl if you wanted to just make one straight off the top of your head. Which
I suppose you could do it live, couldn't you? As a DM, you could do it, or a game master, you could do it.
I could do it live in person.
You can just roll a dice and say, right, you roll a dice. You've walked in, you see a pit. You know?
Exactly.
And then you roll the next dice. Okay, so you've got past the pit, and then you roll another dice. Oh, you've come to a door, or it's a straight hallway. What are you can do?
Yeah.
On that hallway there is, and you roll a few dice to get a door and a side
and
passage.
something else,
room.
and yeah.
Yeah, you like choose 3 things per, and then how many floors it is when you're rolling. Right, you've got a floor, how many floors it is? It's going to be 2 floors. Okay, cool. So then, you know, kind of.
It just makes it so much more fun because not even the DM knows what's going to happen.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And within here, we've got stuff like, I'll go back to the screen, notable features. So what sort of notable feature? This is a 2d6. So we're going, you enter a room. You are going off number 3. So this room has some sort of shifting around it. A shifting feature indicates that part of this labyrinth can move. The area either rotates or translocates.
Oh,
cool.
So think Harry Potter. Harry Potter's...
haven't seen it,
Hogwarts.
haven't read it.
Hogwarts had stairs that move all the time when you're walking around.
Ah,
You've got
yes.
the stairs, they move around.
Well, that would be perfect for this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lighting features. We've got all sorts of stuff like that. So basically this book will let you fully create any form of, well, not any form of dungeon, but, you know, a dungeon kitted out for this sort of horror type game. We've got, you know, the type of sounds that you hear in there, the types of smell that you can get. That is a really cool picture of a Cthulhu dice, or a, that's weird, page 19.
It's very weird. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. We've got distortions, what type of symbols. So, yeah, it just makes creating a whole mythos thing really, really handy.
Yeah, different traps. There's all sorts of stuff, isn't there?
Yep, vertigo feature table if you guys are stuck on the precipice of some sort of cliff. Valuable feature table. We have, I've been pushing the wrong button. We have a water feature table, and then it's got non-Euclidean geometry. Do you have any idea what that is?
No.
No. It's basically if you walk in one door and then you walk through that door again, you're not guaranteed to go into the place where the door comes from.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes. So it's all got stuff on how to do folding space, how to make rooms like that. It's it sort of reminds me of, I think it was an MC Escher painting where you had, what was it? You
Stairs.
had not the stairs. It was a figure 8, the infinity symbol, and you had a line of ants walking around it, and the ants were constantly following each other. There wasn't 2 sets of ants, it was 1 set of ants.
Right, okay.
So it goes in depth into that sort of stuff, and that is the end of that book, but you will notice that we actually have other books. We have Eldritch Randos, I don't know why I'm saying ranchos. We have 1920s, 1960s, and modern. So, if we load up the 1920s book, we will go to page width. Now, we done an adventure based in the 1920s, and we were looking for names of clubs and names of stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Yep. So, we can go over to... doesn't actually have clubs that I can see. We have a list of American female names, American male names, American surnames, British female names, British male names, British surnames, items in a desk, fictional texts, items in a room, items in a warehouse, a mobster's hideout, best-selling books and automobiles, and all sorts of cool things like that. So no more having to look up a table to work out what the person... Well, no more having to look online to work out what the person's name is.
Fictional ancient texts and stuff as well, so you give you names.
Yeah, so page 19. Let's go to page 19. Items, fictional ancient texts. Let's roll us a D100. And that is going to go 60. No, sorry, that's 6. So this one here, you guys are looking for the weepings of Karaka and Asur. Or Karkara and Asur.
Karkara, how would I say it?
Yes.
Karkara.
Kakara and Asur, would you say it that way?
Asur? Yeah, Asur's good. Yeah.
Items in a room. What are we looking for in a room? I'm going to go rando. Nothing's happening. That's because I didn't click roll. Always helps if you roll. 57.
Oh, alcohol.
Everyone loves some good alcohol.
A bourbon.
Yep, half a bottle of bourbon. So with this, we can basically make the rando stream very much a rando stream. I won't even know what you're looking for. I won't know what you're trying to find or anything like that.
That's brilliant. You can almost play, couldn't you?
I could.
Character, because you couldn't actually know what's going to happen. So.
Exactly. So, in that regards, I did create a map. However, for some reason, it didn't want to come through. So, if we go back to which map was the... We'll go back to the haunted map, level 1, which you guys have been through. Remember these two? Philosophical Rando and... Yep. Let's just delete them.
They've gone.
They have gone. And let's create some more randos, shall we?
Mary and Robert, I believe. Was that the first season? First?
Mary and Robert was episode 2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, wasn't that episode 2 map, or was this episode map?
This is an episode 1 map.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to call it Char 1. And we are going to call it Char 2.
Oh, you should put them in a proper folder. Come on.
In a proper folder? Ah, all right.
I can do that.
Let's go episode 3.
There you go.
Oh, you've already got episode 3 there.
Yeah, mate. Mucking around. I know I can do stuff.
You can. Right, let's start off with Char 1. First, we will get some rolls done. Rolls.
Give me a second to pop them out so I can get them on screen properly.
Yep.
So people can see what we're doing. Well, vaguely.
And let me know when you want me to show you the rolls.
All right, round of 1. Show 1 and random 2. Because I can actually bring them up on screen so people can see them.
Ah, cool. I haven't quite gotten that far yet.
You're still learning. It's all right.
I am, yep. So, we'll start off with the abilities. I'll go there. Let's see what this person's accuracy is. Or actually, first, I will clear all of the original rolls. And do you want to do the honours of...
Sure. Oh, go back to the screen. Okay, cool. All right. So don't worry about ability with the wrong spelling still.
I will get around to it.
Soon. Right, accuracy.
Accuracy is 2. Communication 1.
Communication.
Constitution 2. Dex 1. 2 fighting.
3 intelligence.
Nice.
2 perception. 2 strength. And 1 willpower. That's a very nice roll.
That is a very, very nice roll. Okay, background. What class are we to begin with?
Middle.
5 is middle class. So I will copy and paste, and you are an urbanite.
Urbanite. Okay, cool.
Interesting class. So we start off with resources of 4. Doink, doink, doink. Equipment, resources base 4. We get 0 bonds because we are just plain and boring. We get a +1 to our communication, putting that to 2.
Oh, my stats are insane. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1.
That is really good.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Current
Okay.
affairs, intelligence.
Nice. And do we have affluent or contacts?
Effluent. Lots of money.
Extra money, so I'll give you a base of
2%,
6.
so-
All right, and now the academic... I've made another mistake there. That should be urbanite. That's 9, and that is intelligence streetwise. I'll get around to fixing all these one day.
Which works being an urbanite as well, doesn't it?
It does indeed. You know the streets and you know the news.
It's so bizarre how it ties together sometimes.
We've actually started finding that a lot more. The more we do the
because
street,
homemaking would have made no sense whatsoever, but streetways makes complete sense.
it does. Okay, do we do an instant profession? I think we should go with that.
Yeah, that kind of worked last time, didn't it?
It did.
Right. Got to go back. Profession. Scroll down. Insta profession.
Yep. So we are on column 2.
Migrant.
No. We haven't. That's column 2. You have to roll it a second time.
Ah, so I'll just do that profession roller. I'll just do it.
Okay, do that. You're a
Gangster.
gangster. Excellent.
Yes. An urbanite gangster.
Right. Do we have pistols? We have to have pistols because we can't have streetwise.
Okay.
Now, talent, hard
already
case or membership?
Hard case.
Hard case. And we get 2 bonds.
Oh, okay. Pain doesn't make you back down. It fires you up. Get +1 bonus to attack rolls in any round where you take damage. Nice.
Yep. That would have helped the last game.
Yeah.
Okay, our drive. What do you see this person being? A builder.
A builder. Interesting. I guess being a gangster would make sense.
It does. You're trying to build your gang up.
Yep. Trying to take.
Believe it or not, the companion guide actually has rules on how to handle gangs with the abilities to convert it into an eldritch scenario.
Right. Okay. So it could be like a head.
Right.
Membership.
So what is membership? It is...
Influence befitting a particular talented recruit. This provides a +1 to communication test with other members of the organisation. Oh, okay. And gives you no access to organisation's basic benefits. This might be include certification of professional organisation or arrest powers if you're a law enforcement. Oh, so being a gangster.
That would work really well.
So you have special privilege in an organisation. You don't need this talent to belong to an organisation just to access influences and privileges. You may also multiple times in multiple organisations. Interesting.
Yeah. Nice. Last roll. Bonds or health?
Health. Nice.
Health it is. So that will put your health up to 22.
It's a good hard case health.
Yes. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking some sort of street thug. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Next thing, we have our resources. We've got all of that stuff. However, I would say you deserve a pistol because you get pistols with that. Items, Let's go to armor. We'll go ranged, and I will give you a handgun. There we go. Next thing, health, defense, toughness. We have done all of that. Personal bonds. So you get 2 personal bonds. How would you like to spend them?
Well, as he's a gangster, and he's all gangstery, probably the local kind of dodgy underworld.
Okay, so that is organizational bond.
Yep, and also gets a bonus there anyway, doesn't he? So if he needs help and stuff, I guess.
So that will be personal, and that is the underworld.
Membership, yeah, the membership.
Underworld gangs. Look at that, and we will star that. And do you want that up to 1 or 2?
Let's give him a couple.
Sweet. 2 it is. I don't know why it's popped up with the image browser on my machine. I do know why. Okay. Now the cool thing is, if we go back to the Book of Randos, is this going to be a male or a female?
Male, female.
Female. Okay.
Yeah.
British or
So I'd say
American?
male 1 to 3. British is excuse me. British is 1 to 3. British.
British it is. So let's go to page 13. British female names. Roll another d6, and it is 1 to 3, 4 to 5, 4 to 6. Because there's 2 tables. So that is table number 2. Now let's roll a 1d100.
Oh, there. Okay.
So, yep, in the chat window there is the 2d10s. There we go.
Bro, I'm all over it.
50.
50.
Her name is Lottie.
And the surname as well. Surnames too.
50 for the surname
Okay.
as well.
We don't need the surname, but we can do it if you want.
Nah, we can. Okay.
I'm doing it now.
45 for the surname. 45 is Martel. Lottie Martel.
Lottie Martel. Sounds Spanish or French. Martel or something, or Spanish.
Does not sound American at all.
No.
I don't know. I mean, you come from Britain.
Well, it's
Does
English.
It is English?
Oh, well, because the Brits get a lot of influence from different
True.
countries. So,
Okay. Here we have Lottie Martel. I will give her a nice little icon, avatar. So you want, what type of avatar would you like?
1920s female. I have no idea, mate.
Okay. I've just got to find where I put... Nope, that is icons, tokenizer. Is that under avatars? Nope, that's me. Ooh, I always forget where I put my stuff. PDF, tokenizer.
They all look like 1920s. They've all got that Betty Boop sort of look to them. The short hair and the hat and stuff like that.
I'm just going to go into my computer and make some changes. I need RPG. RPG, there we go. I have like 101 things, but 1920s, we'll just run with that one right there, eh? Doink, 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 and apply. Is that going to work for me, or is this going to make me into a monkey?
Mhm.
There we go. Does that look...
That's great. Yep.
Sweet. So we have Lottie Martell. I will transfer her over. There we go. One character created. Let's create char number 2. Should we start with the name this time?
Ah, for sure. Two screens open. 1 second. Right. Roll. There's 2 tables, wasn't there?
There's a few. Are we doing... Well, we've got to work out the gender.
Male, female, male is 1 to 3.
Okay, male it is. And then 1 to 3 American.
Yep.
American male. So, and then a 1 to 3 table 1, 4 to 6 table 2.
Table 1.
Sweet, and roll a 1d100. 93. So that is Charles.
Charles 79.
79 is Charles Russell.
Russell, okay.
Okay. I will look for...
Way more detail than normal.
I'm going to find a Charles Russell looking image. And let's see, Charles Russell. There we go. We're going to go with that one there. I will delete all of those. Add that. That didn't work for me. There we go. We have a Charles Russell. So let's have a look at his roles, shall we?
Yeah, I was just looking at my screens. I had too many screens open. Accuracy. Oops.
2.
Minus 2.
Wow.
Not very good at talking. Grunts.
No.
1. 1. 2 for fighting. 1 for intelligence. 0 perception. 1 for strength. And 1 for... Oh, he's like the opposite to her. 1 for willpower.
He is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's low.
She had
as low
17. I think she's 10 higher.
She's like a whole person higher.
Yes. That's fine. What sort of background, class is he?
Oh, it can't be lower. You know you will be.
No.
I don't know, middle.
Urbanite.
Okay.
Or middle, I mean, again.
Middle, yeah. And he's a middle class trade.
Trade. Is it ADE or AID?
TRADE.
I thought so.
Not tradey.
I don't actually have the pages open, so let me...
Oh, okay. So resources 4, 1, 0. +1 dex. Gives him a grand total of 8. He has machining as his strength. Machining.
Machining, yes. I've got that
Let
over.
him make weapons. So, okay, cool.
Yep.
And his talent is maker. Oh, well, that machining and maker. Okay, cool.
That works. Once again, academic role. I just copied and pasted the table and then added stuff in. I didn't change the name, so I'm going to have to go do that. 5, which is animal handling.
What?
That is really weird.
Interacting with and caring for animals. That is
Maybe
random.
he's a blacksmith of some sort.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, 1920s, they still had blacksmiths.
Yeah, for sure. Well, just about cars are just around, but they weren't really taken over yet. Especially in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Cars in New Zealand didn't get there till like the 80s, did they?
No, we had cars back then. My first car came from the 60s. I got it in the 90s, so it was old, but...
Well, there you go.
Right, what profession? I'm thinking farmer, honestly, but...
God, scholar.
A scholar? With that level of intelligence?
I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't know.
He has got a 1. I guess that's about...
Yep.
Come on, let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, so 1d6, he has a intelligence research. My word. I think he needs as much help as he can get, though. I think he does, to be honest. So, his talent is membership as well. Oh.
Interesting. And he gets +2 to his resources. Okay, what drives this fella?
Oh, my word. It's been very random so far, so anything can happen with this. A leader. With his -2.
Hey, he could get an extra communication.
He needs it. He does. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Inspire or communicate? What do you reckon?
It'll be inspire. We know it. No, it isn't.
Communication.
-1. He's getting less useless.
Yeah, and then 2 resources.
Okay. Decent amount of resources there.
So what's it at, like 8 now? 9, I guess, isn't it? His total rolls.
9, yes. Scholar. SCO. Let's make it 1L.
I suppose it could be like that bumbling kind of professor type, couldn't he?
He could be.
Who were completely useless at talking but know stuff.
Yes. But he doesn't know stuff.
He doesn't know anything, though. No, there's that as well. But he just likes animals. Just leave him alone, okay?
Okay.
He's animals. He doesn't like people.
Now, he doesn't get any weapons because he's bad at that. I will give him punching because everybody can punch.
Well.
Not effectively, but everybody can punch.
Yeah. Oh, I like his picture.
Now, this is going to be the first guy who has no bonds whatsoever. So he's blank. He's made no communications with anyone.
Why is that?
You get no bonds for being a middle class, and she got some bonds because of her profession, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he didn't get that.
Yeah, right. Oh, was it Urbanite maybe? I mean, it was Urbanite.
Yes. So that'll be background, gave her bonds.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I believe this guy is done.
Maybe you should have a pet dog or something to take with him.
Do I have pet dogs? I don't have them in here. I have them in the modern age.
Maybe a parrot that can talk or something like that. Talk for him.
So if we go to the Book of Randos, let's load up the Dreadcrawls. You guys are in an abandoned house. Let's see what this house was to begin with. We go up to here, populating the hotspot.
Yep.
So I am going to roll 3. This was some sort of site. Okay, site. One location in this part of the map hosts a site that is significant to the mythos in some way. Choose or randomly roll for one location in the area. Okay. We roll.
What do you roll then? Where do you see that?
Just under, I'm on page 6. So the site feature, this is a ritual location.
Aha, I got you.
Okay. Excellent. One ritual location. And what are we going to be looking for, I wonder? We are looking for some sort of crown or headwear.
Ooh, influences mind subtly in error.
Cool. So I'm going to say these guys have heard of some ancient society in this area operating out of this abandoned house. They have chosen to explore said house for reasons, I don't know. Why would they want to choose to explore? We have a gangster and a scholar.
Maybe he's a scholar, so he was kind of interested in this place. Because what is interesting is that you can actually roll what sort of headwear it is.
Okay.
Because it could be something animal related.
It could be indeed. In that case, let's roll for the headwear. Where is the headwear rolly?
Just go down below what it is, just the artifact. Just next to it.
Okay. Preserved Book of Crown or headwear. or something else. I always like it when it says something else.
I know, that's what caught my eye. I thought, well, that's interesting. Could be the tie-in with him.
So it is sized for a human.
But then if it be made out of bone or something like that, that'd be boring. Okay, precious metals. Okay, so it's just a crown or some sort of...
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to say... I don't know.
Maybe it can give him the power to talk, give whoever wears it the power to talk to animals, and he's really interested in it.
So why would she be interested in coming?
She's hired help.
She's hired help? Excellent, that does work. All right, well, who do you want to control?
She's probably thinking, I'll just take it off him when he finds it. He obviously knows something about this, I'll just take it when he finds it.
True.
He's
She is a gangster.
Smart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll help you, no worries.
Oh, well, they've explored. There seems to be nothing in here, so she's going to open the door.
Oh, my word.
Are we going to find anything in this room?
So how are you doing that? Oh, you got to turn the game on. Game's paused still.
Sorry, there we go.
Sorry?
The game should no longer be paused.
Correct.
Okay, we will scroll down. This is not a prison. This is a blah, 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 blah. We go to the labyrinth section. We know what the passages are. What we want is the types of room. We know this is an entrance hall, so we're not going to bother with that. I'm now on notable features. So I'm going to say to begin with, this is pretty lame and boring. I'm actually going to pop this out so I can minimize it. It means that the viewers won't be able to see, but that's all good.
I have it on screen.
Oh, cool. Okay. Do you want her to open the door first?
Yes, well, she's hired help, so she has to, it's her job to look after him.
So, she enters the room.
He's kind of useless, so...
And what sort of lighting is in this room right now? So this room seems to have different colours within it. I would say there are candles here. However, the candles are reflecting against the shields on the wall, and instead of just reflecting back the light, they are reflecting random pictures and random colours on the back wall. What do you think?
I think this is weird. I'm going to put my pistol.
Oh, so you want to control the girl?
Oh, I don't mind. You can do either way. I can do the guy if you want. Actually, I'll do the guy because I think he's kind of useless and be funny. He's just going to walk in very slowly behind us, say, hey, what's going on? What is this? What is going on? Oh, I've got both. Wait a minute. Sorry.
You do. That's all good.
You go for it. I've got him.
So she finds this very interesting. She's going to walk up to it and lights her lighter. And it's going to reflect something along the back wall.
So he's been doing research into this.
Yes.
He's got a research button.
He does.
So does he know about this? Is this unusual? Is this what he expects?
I would say let's roll for a research test for him.
I think that's a good idea. Let's see how bad he actually is.
Oh. He's not that bad at all.
That was all right.
He's even got stunt points out of this.
Yeah. Hopefully this is a time when the useless person is really good and the really good person doesn't make any rolls.
It's going to be.
That's how it normally works.
Okay, so by holding different lights up against the shield, it shows an ancient battlefield where the wearer of basically there's an ancient battlefield. You can see people getting slaughtered. This guy stands up on a hill overlooking the battlefield. He has this big giant crown. He sticks it on his head, and the next thing you know, all of these animals charge over the battlefield and monster the enemy, completely decimating everybody who was against this particular guy. And
there it is. That's the crown. That's what I want.
That is the crown. She is very interested in this particular crown. The thought of being able to control any form of light form really intrigues her.
Mm.
So we are going in some more. Now, do I have...
I'm slightly scared, but I'm going to walk over cautiously, unlike her. Just step into this room. What have we got?
So in here we can find a couple of doors open and stuff. Now, I don't even have line of sight, but I don't think it matters too much because you can see everything.
To anything anyway, yeah.
Yep. So. Usually everything would be blocked, but that's okay. Oh, let's get rid of the dimensional shambler because that's not part of it.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for him to jump out of the covers.
So she's sort of looking around. This looks like a grand foyer with a large staircase coming up here. You can see a room to the sitting room here and then kitchen dining room up north. Where would you like to go? She's going to take your lead as you are the professor.
What do you see? Anything around here? I'm going to quick check around the room, see if there's anything weird, unusual. Scrape marks on the floor for weird hidden doors, anything kind of...
In that case, I'm going to go to the Book of Randos. I'm going to go to Eldritch Randos, and let's roll for some sort of... Let's go for a book, shall we? Is that what I want? Books? Let's see, what else are there?
So what's that under? Noticeable features? Or was babbling? Got sound? Can I hear anything?
Oh, did you want to roll on that table then?
Yeah, we might as well do a sound, because sound is always a good thing to kind of, as you walk in, you notice stuff, don't you?
You do.
65. What's that? What are you rolling?
I am 52. Rolling 52. Interesting. 52. Okay, you roll for sound.
So I think she should do a check as well because she's got really high intelligence. It's perception, isn't it?
It is perception, yes.
His perception's rubbish, so she should probably do the perceptioning.
Yep, okay. So I'm just going to roll for what it is. We get a 9. Ooh, okay, and then on a 1d6. Okay, so this is a bit...
It's good when you make noises like that.
Creepy. She will roll her perception test to see if she can hear anything. She does, in fact, hear something slight. She can hear coming from behind this wall and underneath a sort of horrified scream coming from it.
Oh. Holy. I'll just look at her like, what the...
She doesn't quite know... Well, what is her name again? Lottie. Yeah, Lottie does not quite know what to make of it. It's... From her time as a gangster, this type of screaming is what you'd expect when you're torturing someone.
So it doesn't sound... It sounds human. It doesn't sound like an animal. It actually sounds like a female.
Definitely humanoid. Or living, to be precise.
Oh, living for now.
Living for now.
Whereabouts did it come from? Sorry, I had the wrong screen up. Was it? In there.
This staircase here, you can't access it from this level. But this staircase here and from underneath the staircase. So I would say some sort of basement.
So we go down and investigate? What do you want to do?
Why not? Well, she is going to start searching this room a bit. What are you going to do? She finds nothing of value in this room.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to nosy around.
Okay. That is perception searching. Oh, you do find something.
Whoa.
Hidden inside this lockup here, you find yourself a chicken talisman, a chicken foot talisman.
Oh, okay. Do I know of anything like that?
Your research
I've got
study...
some stunt points, so I'm thinking that's going to help.
You have 6 stunt points. Yes. What would you like to spend your stunts on?
Oh, well, I think there's one that's a really obvious one, which is the clue. Could you ping the stunt screens up for me,
I
please?
certainly can. There we go.
Thank you. Exploration stunts. I believe there's like 6 is really good, isn't it? Let's look down at the bottom. Sabotage, no. Swiftness, no. In theory, action, immediate consequences, no. Follow a pattern.
Okay. You divine the common thread.
Breakthrough is got to be the one, really.
You gain not only information, but some sort of incontroversial proof about the facts of your investigation. Okay, in the picture that you saw, this guy was definitely wearing, he had multiple talismans on him, so lots of jewels, lots of that sort of stuff. The largest one was in fact a huge necklace of a chicken leg. Now this is a lot smaller. You'd say this was almost like not a chicken leg, a dodo leg.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm going to give 1 point, my final point, to assist the allies' next actions.
Okay, cool.
+1 to the next test. So
sweet. I will remember that.
Yep. So, from my knowledge, is this going to be? Is it magical, or is it just? Do you think it's just like literally a? Oh, look at me! I'm wearing this. I'm cool.
I would say, from your knowledge, you do believe it is some sort of magical talisman.
Does it? Interesting. I wonder if it would guide me to the. I'm going to put it on because my intelligence is low.
Yep.
So I'm thinking I'm going to put this on and see if it guides me towards, gives me any clues to.
It doesn't do that. However, you get a sense of a rat scurrying around here, and as soon as you notice the rat, you focus in on it, and the little rat comes walking up to you and sort of stands on its hind legs, squeaking like that right at your feet.
Wow.
So you've got animal handling. With your animal handling, that there is, I will edit it. You get an extra 2 on animal handling rolls from now on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So prior to that,
So I can I can't feel any humans. Just I can't, like, I look at Lottie. I can't get any sense off Lottie when I look
you
at
can't at all. But you do seem almost like an animal echolocation. You can tell there's a lot of rats around, and you get to sense where they are, and you feel like you can't control them, but you can influence them.
Ah, okay. Like a telekinesis or so.
Almost. It would require
like
a roll.
Force into the mind. Okay.
Yes. So you've found stairs going up. That's all you've found so far.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything to Lottie. She's probably looking at me a bit weird.
She is indeed looking at you, and she pulls out her gun and shoots, and the rat explodes. She sort of looks rather happy.
Hey, chill.
It's like, I don't like rats.
It's an animal. I was not doing anything to you.
Rats are creepy.
No, they're fine. They're okay. They're just looking for food normally, or somewhere to sleep. Just leave them alone.
Let's get a move on. I don't like this place.
Okay. Okay. Slightly disturbed by Lottie's actions there.
So she walks around this kitchen here. Let's roll on the random table again, shall we?
Ah, yes.
So which book of randos? We'll go back to the Dreadcrawls. Is it going to load?
Use the nice crawls, like the nice and fluffy crawls or something. Why are the Dreadcrawls?
Why not? I'm not getting anything.
It's broken.
It's broken for you too, is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's slow. Oh.
Okay, I've got web server is returning an unknown error.
Oh, no. Something fallen over.
Yeah. Okay, it's back up and running.
Okay. Yeah, mine went a bit weird. I don't know what I was doing. I'll pop it out and pop back in again. Maybe it'll reload.
So on here, we can see a table. It looks like it is all set up. However, there are etchings on the table. Let's roll to see what the etchings say. 5. So within this table, there is a nice little etching. I'll see how badly I can draw it.
What page are you on? What page are you on?
That was just a little bit short of where we were to begin with. Page 20.
Table feature.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
So we can see there is a little tiny etching there. It's like the Aurora Borealis, but it is made of very fine gems. Old Tilly, why do I keep thinking Lottie?
Lottie.
Yep, old Lottie.
She might shoot you, though, if you don't call her Lottie.
True. She pulls out a knife and pops one of the gems out, looking rather proud of herself. She sort of asks, what do you think this will be worth?
Oh, I don't know if you should have done that, because it could be like some sort a ritual that might cause issues not being there?
She sort of looks.
Are you not realising this is a bit weird, this place? You just seem to be kind of casually shooting things and making noise.
It's
stealing.
abandoned. It feels a little off, but I could just be hungry.
Scream in the background just now? I'm sure it was abandoned.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe kids playing downstairs. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Would my research that I've done on this previously help? Oh, so I'll do a quick roll on this, see if I know.
Yep, okay. A roll of 13. You can actually add that up to 14 if you want. Because don't forget, you get the thing. Yep. With the roll of 14, this here is druidic in nature, the same as the talisman. It's not druidic as in the Celtic druids. This is, I'd say, more tribalistic than druid in all honesty. But this is a tribalistic etching of the snake eating itself. These gems are very precious sort of gems. They are, I'm trying to think of the greenstone gem. What is that officially called? No, just greenstone. You know, New Zealand greenstone.
Oh, greenstone. Yeah. It's just... I
can't remember what it's actually technically called. But this is very, very finely crafted greenstones. It is extremely valuable. Just the stones themselves are worth quite a bit, but the craftsmanship behind them, they are a lot. Lottie wants to basically try and keep it, and she rolled terrible. Do you want to roll a persuasion test to convince her not to?
Willpower?
Yeah, no, persuasion. Communication. I rolled Constitution, but I still rolled terrible.
I rolled well.
You rolled extremely well. With that, she sort of grunts and then licks the bottom of the stone and squeezes it back into place on the table.
Is it Pu? I had it up just now. Punami? It's not Punami?
That sounds familiar. Very familiar.
Punamu. Punamu?
It's very familiar.
Kuru.
Yes.
The Kuru is what they make out of normally and stuff like that. But yeah, it's Punamu. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, cool. I don't get any sense of anything off this, so I touch it, just rub my fingers around it. I get a sense of kind of...
Not really. You do get the sense, you do get the feeling that the talisman warms up a little.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It wasn't warmed up when the stone was removed.
Right, okay. When it was removed, did my rat senses disappear?
It did. Hello, Kyle.
Oh, hello, Kyle. How's it going, bro?
He is in the chat. Actually, you did notice that rats towards the front of the house seem to vanish from your sense.
How interesting. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
You know, this talisman's all linked, Lottie. There's something going on here.
She's like, nah, I don't believe in this sort of mumbo-jumbo. Look, you're the scientist. Let's get what you're after and head out of here. This place is starting to make me feel a little creepy now that you mention it.
Yes, finally you're getting an idea of what's going on here.
I could just be I'm hungry. I'm going to head to the kitchen and let's get some food.
I'm just going to quick check around the room.
Yep, okay. In that case, let's roll a random table again, shall we? Because I like random tables.
I know you do. I've noticed this. I'm also concerned by random tables slightly.
You are? Okay, I'm going to roll on oddities number 2.
God.
So, 86. What is 86?
What page? Oh, I can't see this page, what you're rolling, I don't think.
That is cool. I will post it in the chat. So, you find one of these particular knives is a little, it's got a little scabbard on it that is covered in tiny little hieroglyphs. You recognize them as Polynesian hieroglyphs. And once again, the scabbard is made of greenstone.
Greenstone again. Paul, your video's all weird actually on YouTube, mate.
Oh, it is indeed. I can see
Looks like you
that.
need to kick a cable. So.
Did I kick a cable?
Looks right on mine though, I believe.
No, it's my camera.
Oh no, it's not. It's broken in Zoom. It's broken in Zoom as well.
Yeah.
It's just gone black. And you're back. And there you go.
I should be back. Let me go back to Zoom and see what I can fix. How's that?
There you go. Hi.
For some reason, my camera had stopped talking to my mixer.
Doctor Who is the DM.
I think we're both kind of DMing. We're both rolling on the random tables, and that's driving the story. Okay, so she is going to start eating. She's looking for some food. Do we have random tables on what do we find inside a kitchen?
Jeez. Does this place look dusty or anything like that? Does it look like it's just been...
No, it doesn't look dusty at all.
Okay. So this green scarab, can I look at it? What can I recognise any of the hieroglyphs on it? Kitchen hieroglyphs, I guess.
You do. They are... Now, I don't know very many Polynesian deities other than the one we sort of studied at school, but they are the deity for the animals. Not so much the deity for the bountiful feasts and that sort of stuff, but the dark god for...
Like worshipping cats, that sort of stuff. I think.
Yeah. Yes, Kyle, they kind of did make some of the tables. Some of the other tables they didn't. So this Eldritch table I got off something. However, this particular table here, the Dreadcrawls, that is done from Green Ronin. And it's designed specifically to work here.
It's awesome. You can do the whole map.
Yeah.
Like the whole, a whole kind of dungeon basically based on rolls, random rolls. It's very cool.
Right. She is looking in the kitchen and she's got a weird smell. Do you want to roll on the smell features table to see what she is smelling?
Yes. She's not a weird smell.
She is not a weird smell, no.
Okay, cool. Right. That's what we just said.
No, she's smelling something weird.
Okay. And she's rolling at number 6. She's rolling
number 6.
She's smelling
plants and roots.
Okay.
So this is all fitting together. I like it when rando tables all...
So funny, isn't it, how stuff does this?
Yeah. So she can see fresh baking all around. However, she gets this weird smell of plants and roots, like a real earthy smell and almost like rotten vegetable. As well as she can see a rat scurrying across and you hear a bang coming from... Yeah, she doesn't like rats at all.
No, I'm going to walk in and go, hey, I know you're doing that. I can tell when you're shooting rats, not just by the noise. I can sense these rats wearing this talisman thing. Yeah, I know. I wasn't going to tell you, but you seem to be shooting rats a lot, so I'm going to tell you.
Sensing... You know what rats are thinking?
Well, not really, not necessarily. They're a bit too feral for that, but I can definitely kind of get a feeling of them.
She's like, is this the sort of thing you were looking for? I mean, you mentioned something about controlling animals, but...
Yeah, well, what I've discovered this is like feeling... I can sense animals around. Like, I can sense all the rats on the walls and under the floor and stuff.
She's like, okay, where is the nearest rat?
Oh, just below the cooker, just underneath the stove.
She instantly jumps up onto the table.
It's fine. I can almost tell them to do things. I can almost give them like an idea. It's kind of weird. I haven't really worked it out yet, but that's what I feel like I can do.
Okay. I want you to give them the idea of a bullet going through their body if they come near me again.
Yes. I'll warn them that you are probably not worth approaching.
Okay. She sort of gets off the table and do tell me if there is another rat.
I will. Do not worry. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell them, actually.
So if I see it, I'm shooting it.
I will tell them, because I don't think you'll be quick enough to just walk through. What's this? What, are you okay? Have you that food okay? Because it seems a bit weird eating food that's been sat in an empty house.
This feels fresh. But I don't know. Can you smell that weird? Everything here is nice and hot to touch. It's like freshly toasted bread, but it also smells of plant.
Earthy?
Yes,
Earthy,
yes.
yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's something weird going on in this kitchen, definitely.
Very weird. And I don't... With the rats, the smell... I'm actually
I
going
don't know if
to
it's-
make her roll a willpower test to see how this is going. Oh, she passes.
She's all right. She's fine.
She is fine.
He's in his element, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
He's like, this is going exactly as I expected.
She's like, okay, let's just get out of here. Do we? Well, I suppose the only place we can go is up.
Did you check out the kitchen for anything weird? Like, other than this food and smell? Is there anything in here?
No, we can definitely check it.
Just include checking, because there's a...
I don't like how I have to load the PDF every time, but that's all right.
Just pop it out. Just pop it... Oh, if you pop it out, then you...
If I pop it out, it can't be seen.
No, true. I had it as a separate... You put it as a button, you see, so you just bring it up on the screen.
Ah, yes. Okay, I'm going to roll a 1d100, then see what sort of clue she gets. 13. A high-pitched ringing happens every time the door is open. So that is really interesting. Which door is it?
Maybe it could be the one in there. That one there, yeah. Could be the settler thing.
So, I think I might be able to do this. I have this really cool ability to change doors. Let's see, door sound.
What are you doing to that door? Can you stop it, whatever you're doing to that door?
Let's see, she opens it. And it... Oh, you heard that.
It opened. I did. Yeah, that worked fine.
She's like, this...
Because it's a browser sound, that's why.
Yeah. She's like, this is weird. This door shouldn't be making this sort of weird sound.
It's really weird. What are you doing to it? Can you just open it normally, like a normal person?
I am opening it normally. You come and open it. You come and have a look.
I don't know if I want to. I feel like you've kind of set me up for something here.
And as you do that, you hear bang. She's like, it's okay, not a rat.
Did you do that when I wasn't watching?
Maybe. She's sort of whistling away.
What is she... Come in here and do your help me thing and go in this room. I don't want to go in this room. I think you should. I feel like I'm paying you enough money to go in this room.
She goes in, has a look around. She's like, yeah, this is a pantry.
Shall I shut the door and see what happens?
Hey, it's all dark and gloomy. It's like,
okay, cool.
Were there any rats in this room?
Well,
the hesitation makes me think there is.
Yeah, but they're fine. They know not to. I just told them. I give them a quick notice of like, hey, just stay hidden. Is what I said to them, and they seem to understand. So,
okay.
I just thought, chill out, bro. Just don't come out and investigate. We're okay.
Right. She is. Yep. Happy.
Okay, cool. So there's nothing else in this room. She's not.
Nothing else unless you wanted to roll on another random table.
I know I'm okay actually.
Cool.
I feel like I've got away with that. A noise and a weird noise doors are good.
So she's well, we heard screaming coming down, but I can only see stairs going up.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
It is. So unless your rats can help find something.
Oh, that's a clever idea.
Yeah.
Look at you go with ideas of using the rats to be helpful rather than just shooting them in the face. Yeah, can I detect whether the rats walk around like they're map?
Yes. Okay, I want you to do a perception roll, but you get a +4 for your rat communication.
Can you do that? Oh, I can as well. Look at that. So if I put it as a roll modifier?
Roll modifier +4. Yep. Oh, look at that. Okay, you can sense a rat from down here in the bottom of the living room scurrying around and then climbing through some grates in the floor, dropping down below.
Okay, so in here there's grates that go down below. Can we, where are the grates? Can we move them? Do they look big enough to... Ah, look, there's these grates over here.
She's like, a trapdoor.
Yeah.
Usually places have stairs, but I'll take a trapdoor.
Well, it might have some stairs once you open it. Once you open it.
Right, let's go activate this.
Holy.
Now,
where are we on this one?
I haven't put you in yet because I am just about to. I didn't know what we were doing, but there we go. So we climb down.
Why can't I move the map? What's going on here?
You can't move them up?
No, normally I can right click and drag maps around and it's not letting me do it.
Let me activate another map and then we will jump back to that one and see if that works.
Okay, cool.
If I view the scene and then I activate it. Right, can you move that?
Gotcha.
Excellent. So you've come down to this weird labyrinth underneath the house.
Is it lit?
Let's roll and see. That'll be the Dreadcrawls.
I do not like this. This is way too much fun and glee when you're saying stuff now.
Lighting features table. So that is a 1d6.
I'm going to add a scene with this map on, actually. This screen on.
Black lighting. What is black lighting?
Black?
It doesn't really say what black lighting is. I don't know. No, it doesn't.
So there's darkness, isn't there? So
there is darkness. You can see in it.
Does it give a description? Does it go down?
It doesn't. At least not that I could see.
Black lighting. Maybe it's just really dull or something. Like it's light, but it's not great.
Yeah, which is weird. You can't actually see any lights coming from there. There's no torches, nothing like that. You can see, but you shouldn't be able to see. Everything is monochromatic and dark. But you can still see.
Okay, that's actually better than could have been, so it's fine. We'll accept that.
Right. She's like, I suppose you want me to open this door?
Oh, after you, ladies or gentlemen.
She opens it, and it opens into this large room with gold sitting. That is gold that I put there. No, that's little spider eggs I put there. Maybe it is gold.
Oh, perfect. Let's go for gold.
Yep, we'll go for gold. Surrounding a statue. Broken pillars and moss growing everywhere.
Can I detect any decent animals around here? Just rats still?
Just rats. However, you can get the sense that there is something else around here.
Okay. Does it feel angry?
Oh, yes, it does.
Asleep? Oh. Just a heads up, Lottie. There's something else down here, not just rats.
She's like, okay,
I'm feeling something weird, and it's a bit angry.
Yes. She's not happy here, and I'm going to roll on the non-features table. So there is a very, very weird smell coming from this room.
Oh,
and
this
the smell feature table is what? That is meant to be 2d6.
Have you always wanted to have a smell feature table?
I do, actually. You don't know how my life is complete now that I have a smell feature table. 8. So, rot, sewage, and waste. Well, we are in a room with moss.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she goes up and starts looking at this particular table. This is going to be a revelations test because it creeps the hell out of her. Ooh, she just passes.
How's Matey Boy doing?
Roll for me a willpower test, please. 13, he's fine.
Better than her, anyway.
Way better than her.
He's feeling at one.
But she sort of asks
messages to this creature they can't detect what it is. So either like just to soothe it, to calm it down, or to kind of work out.
You can try. Do a communication test.
So it'll be an animal handling +1, yeah? Is that right?
+2. If you click animal handling, I've already incorporated that in for you.
Perfect.
10 did I?
Average.
No. Okay, so it's a 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It should have given you an animal handling of thing. Why did it not do it? Edit 4. Dunk. Let's see.
4 dunk.
Yeah, see now animal handling is sitting at 4.
I'll take that roll. 5 silent points. That's all right.
We'll take that roll. You get the sense that it is resisting you quite a bit. However, the sense of anger does subside after a few seconds. And with that, you actually get the feeling of calmness coming from the rats as well. It's like they weren't worried, but they are feeling a lot less uneasy.
Yeah, okay. What I'll do is I'll keep checking back constantly to make sure he's kind of still chilled, and yeah, as we're moving around, just keep checking that he's not kind of freaking out if we go to different places.
Cool. Well, you can see a little skull here. On it is an indent. She will pick the skull up, and she sort of holds it up to this weird demon thing up here, which has the same sort of indent in it. And she's like, is this indent what you were looking for?
Well, it's a crown, or like a headpiece of some sort.
This looks like a crown has been etched into this guy's skull.
Yeah, so he will have been wearing it when it was... Does it look like it was indented when it was smacked into his head?
It does indeed.
Kind of, yeah, okay, so it looks like he was wearing it when he was attacked, killed, for the crown, possibly. I could do like a research thing on it, see if
okay, go for it.
That looks like the same kind of design or pattern.
Yep, go for it. Look at that. Nice. It is, in fact, the same design and pattern. This thing, however, looks like it has been chipped in. It doesn't look like it's been forced in by something. It's actually been chipped into the skull, and it's been carved into the head of the statue. Okay. So it's very, very fine. While looking at it and remembering your research, pulling out your notes and that sort of stuff, you can see the marksmanship where they've they've made a little bit of a mistake on the engraving, which is a bit of a giveaway, but it's definitely the same thing as what you're looking for.
Yep, that's definitely it. I got 5 points in on skill.
Okay, what would you like to spend that on?
Well, I think like there's a lot of good information. I might just give... I'm almost tempted to go like wearing this. Might give her a couple of points for assist the next time she does like a test of some sort.
Okay.
I can see she's freaking out. So to help her a little bit.
Fair enough.
Can I do like a flashback for something interesting? Is that giving much more information?
It would. I would have to come up with something.
I know, that's what I was asking, because I know you have to make something up.
So what is it? This reminds you of something important.
Insight +1 bonus to test.
It's up to you. I can make something up.
Well, if you feel... What else we got here? Compensate extra information is the same thing. Cover track's no good. Flourish is no good. Profit's no good. Ready for action? No, not really. Doesn't really follow suit.
Doesn't follow. You're not a fighter.
No, it doesn't, no. But it doesn't really work with looking at someone's skull going, right. Unless I kind of realise it's been some sort... It's like a... they were doing some sort of, what do you call it, where they do like they set up the skull in the middle and they do like candles and praying. And
yep, a ritual circle.
A ritual, maybe? Maybe I could work out as a ritual.
Funnily enough, yeah, that actually does give me the idea on what to do. You do remember reading the creation of these particular stones. They would kill an enemy, usually a great warrior or someone like that. And with that, they would remove all the flesh from the skull and everything like that. Then they would etch in the actual shape of this particular gem. They would carve the gem out of green stone, but then they would melt the gold and they'd use his head as a mould. Then they would put it into a ritual, not so much a circle. It was more like the Aura Borealis that we found earlier.
Yep.
And out of that there, it would imbue this with the power of whatever the sorcerer was trying to cast.
Can you pass me that skull, please, Lottie, just so I can have a look at it?
She gives it to you and says, I hope this isn't going to make you, start...
turning into an animal?
Well, no, doing to humans what you do to rats.
Oh, no, it's only for animals.
Okay, I hope so.
Can I feel anything off the skull? Do I feel any sort of magical kind of...
Whatever magic was used to create the circle or the crown has long faded.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I'll put it back to where I found it.
Yes.
Nothing else in this room of interest?
Nothing that you can see.
Okay, let's continue. I feel like we're on the right track.
She's like, this is feeling really creepy.
Yeah, you're okay. You're right. I can detect this animal creature. So if it does start coming towards us, I can tell.
Well, would that be where we heard the screaming from?
Possibly. Yes, possibly.
Well, we got two choices. We head towards it or we head away from it.
Well, which way does it feel like it's coming from? Can I tell?
North of here.
Okay, well, let's go down the south because it's the north of here. So let's go down the south first.
Okay, away from it sounds good.
Yeah, let's get some information first before we start attacking, killing.
She comes to this door, and she is readying her weapon this time.
Can I feel anything on the other side of it?
You get the sense that there is another presence here, and I am going to... Why do I not have enemies here?
Uh-oh.
Oops, I don't want weapons.
I always ask too many questions, and you always go, oh, that's a good idea.
So I want touched by the mythos, and there we go.
Oh no. Really? You sure?
Yes.
Can I talk to these animals? Creatures?
You can't. Basically, you see one person eating. Well, actually, no, you don't sense anything. You sense another person here with the rats.
Oh, okay. So the rat's not scared of this person?
The rats are not scared of this person, no.
Just to be warned, Lottie, there's lots of rats in this next room.
You hear a click as she reloads her 3 bullets she has spent.
But they're actually interested in some being or something that's sat down. So just, that's more
You mean
interesting
there's
than the rats.
somebody else in this room?
There's something else in this room, yeah. I can detect something.
I don't like the sound of that. How do we approach?
No, nor do I. Carefully? Quietly, I guess.
She is going to roll
Can you just
stealth test.
peek through the door first? Yeah.
She peeks through. She fails. You're right. The person who got high is failing. She opens the door, and it's a lot lighter than she thinks. So as she pushes it, it swings wide, breaking some crockery that you can see on the ground there. And she's met with this cultist who just stares at her, pulls out a knife, and starts charging. So we are into combat for the first time.
So, Carl, this is funny because I've rolled really badly. This character I'm playing is useless. And she is like a super character. But she's not.
It is your turn first, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, you may go first there, Lee.
Thanks, mate. Can we? Can I use the rats?
You can actually. I was thinking, how would you use the rats?
Maybe just get them to be a really like that whole seer rats thing.
Okay. Roll for me a communication test.
Because I can't see the point of this guy fighting.
Well, the communication test will be their willpower, which will be 9.
So this is animal handling, I guess.
Animal handling, yes.
Okay, so I'm willing the rats to try and stop this.
No, 4. Excellent.
Oh, +2 though. So I haven't got my +2 animal handling. It still says +2 animal handling.
Weird. So okay, that's a 13, and you get 4 stunt points.
Oh, Jesus.
You are getting the stunts. So this would possibly be social stunts.
Okay, social stunts. I'll pop it back in again so you can see it. Social stunts. What we got here? So we've got 4 to spend. My max best 4 is inspire allies. Okay, no, sway, social point, shift your character's attitude, additional. Oh, social gesture initially, especially potent, shift your target's attitude.
Interesting.
So maybe I could use him to kind of just chill him out and not make him attack us.
That is, yeah. Okay, so using the rats, you wave your hand and all the rats swarm up in front of him. And he sort of looks at the rats, looks at the talisman on your hand, and then he lowers his gun, not his gun, his knife. And he sort of nods towards you and walks up. He is no longer hostile. He is not friendly, but he's not hostile towards you.
He's neutral.
Neutral. He sort of comes up to you and, what are you guys doing here?
We're looking for something. Maybe you can help us, actually.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Oh, we heard a rumor. Has she got anything that can help me with talking here? Because she's way more intelligent and stuff than me, so she could like jump in. Because her communications too. I thought she had influence or something like that,
but she doesn't. She has pistols, current affairs, and streetwise.
Why did I think I had influence? No, okay.
It's membership, isn't it? That's her talent.
Membership.
Affluence, hard case, and membership.
I was wondering if we could lie and say we're here to kind of we've been sent down here to check the place out. Like the boss has sent us down here to come and look around the place and check it all out.
She will roll
Just do
a
a bit of
communication test for that.
Come on,
12. Well, we'll see what.
Plus, chuck in a membership bonus. Chuck in one of her bonuses.
It doesn't actually make any difference. His
it's
willpower
9.
is 9.
Okay, cool.
So
Cool.
he's like, okay. Yeah, that explains why you guys have the...
That's why I have the emblem thing.
yeah. He's like, well,
The talisman, sorry.
please don't get the rats to eat my tea. I'm looking forward to this. And the last person with that emblem thought it was funny to have every rat eat and poop on everything. And it's kind of disgusting, and I don't like it.
It is disgusting. That's disgusting. So can you give me a report of what's happening, please? Like, I just want to, the last week or so, what's been going on?
The last week, it hasn't been very good with the sacrifices. I believe the leader has, well, you know what the leader is. You know, he's up back on the surface trying to get some more sacrifices. We've been trying. We cannot seem to get the right people. There's just not enough warriors. It's like all the warriors are being shipped overseas to the war, and there's just not enough warriors here to actually create the crown.
Oh, I heard he's trying to look at different ways of getting warriors, kind of going to different places around the world rather than just use our normal sources. So,
well, everybody is fighting in either Africa or Europe at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
like,
looking at Asia, I think maybe.
There's not a lot of Asians around here. They seem to be fighting themselves over in China. So
yeah, it's an interesting problem, isn't it?
It is. It's little old New Zealand over here. We seem to have not a lot of great warriors at the moment. I dare say in a few years we will have more, but the boss is on a timetable for some reason, and he wants this crown now.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so have you heard anything about the crown?
Well, we have the original, but one crown fits on one head, and I think the boss has to give it back real soon. He's done what he was tasked with, so I think that's what the urgency is. He wants his own copy.
Can you show me the crown where it is, just so I can know? I can check out.
Do I have to? I really would like to eat, and
I really. It's part of my my job to check it out. Like, that's one of the reasons I'm down here, check out the crown, make sure
he's like, well,
where it should be. And
fine. Look, I'll take you up to where it is, but yeah, okay, follow me.
And how's the creature going in here? Is he okay?
The creature? What creature are you talking about?
I'm sure there was some sort of creature in here at the same time, from what I heard. There was like rumours or something going on here.
Oh,
which is a bit weird.
You mean the beast?
The beast, yes. Exactly.
Yeah, we try and avoid him. I mean, not only does he smell, he doesn't speak very well, and honestly, he's called a beast for a reason, and it's not a nice reason.
Okay.
So
lead on.
Yep. He gets you guys up down this path up here.
This is unexpected. I do like this. Of not fighting. This is good. This is my perfect game.
So he's like, look, up there you will find the dining room table. That's where they try and do a lot of their magics. Through that you'll find the crypt. And if you go up and head to your left, you will find basically the rest of the, you'll find the beast up there. I really don't want to go near the guy. He is really foul.
That's cool. Is there anybody else on this? Are you the only person here at the moment?
Oh, there's a few people. They're probably sleeping at the moment. I heard they were trying another sacrifice a few minutes ago. That generally gets, the hairs on the back of my neck to stand up. And
yeah, I did hear something actually as I entered the house.
I like having some food to get my mind off it after hearing that.
Have you thought about putting in some soundproofing? Because, it could be, because of the noise.
This sort of concrete around here really doesn't do well with soundproofing.
Okay, I might have to go back and do some research on that. I think it could be worth doing.
Yeah.
So we don't want the locals talking.
I agree, but anyway, if you turn to your left here and follow that path, you'll go to the sacrificial chamber. Up north is where they do a lot of their magics on the table. Then you've got the crypt, and then you've got living area.
If I see anybody else, is there any sort of password I can give them so they know I'm not going to attack them? Like you could look a bit weird and pull out your knife.
Just
I know
make
it's
sure
a surprise visit.
Well, somebody pointing a gun at me and shattering through a door kind of tends to put people at edge.
Ah, she slipped. That wasn't her intention. She slipped.
I would say keep the talisman up, and that would be about it.
Okay, cool. All right, well, that's good. Thank you. Thanks for your help.
Thank you. I'm going back to eat. And be aware of the beast.
I'll keep the rats.
A mean
I'll
guy.
tell the rats. Okay, I'll tell the rats not to annoy you.
Thank you. He appreciates
I'll
that.
ask them, sorry. They're obviously still rats.
So, looking down, you can actually see a blood trail that, for some reason, you can see a blood trail leading past here. It is very fresh.
So did he even tell me where the crown was kept?
He did not tell you where the crown is kept, no. He told you where the locations are. So you have another dining room table to match the one upstairs that they do magic rituals on. Then he told you the crypt just above it.
Yep.
Where they hide the bodies and that sort of stuff. And then the area, basically the recreational area, so where they sleep, all that sort of stuff. And he said the sacrifices are down the stairs, down the hall.
Okay, well, we should go to the sacrifices last, because I feel like that's... although maybe they're using the... So, okay, would I know if they use sacrifices for the crown, the sacrifices?
Yes, they do.
Oh, so the sacrifice is happening. That's probably where the crown is then.
Quite possibly, yes.
Whereabouts was it? Can I wander towards it? I didn't get there.
It is following down this path here. You can see a fresh blood trail, and the blood appears to be going that way. So something has been dragged up the stairs.
Okay, let's go towards the blood trails then, because that seems like... Although that's probably where it's finished, isn't it?
Well, if someone is dragging a body in that direction up the stairs, you would put together that they were sacrificed downstairs and the body is being dragged up.
That's, okay. Let's walk downstairs and have a look down. It sounds fun.
Why not? That doesn't sound too bad at all.
No, it should be good.
Okay.
At least we're safe now. I've got my talisman thingy. Like, at least we're not going to get attacked.
Now, where is the stairs down? There we go. It's been a while since I've used that.
Oh, I might have to reload me once you're finished.
What?
I can't do movie screen things.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm not in the room or something. Yeah.
You should be. You should now be in the room.
I can zoom in and out, but I can't do movie things.
Weird. Try reloading the browser.
Oh, here we go. Goodbye, everybody.
Did that work?
Yes.
Excellent.
Randos. Hippo. Oh, I cannot not go. Terror of the Deep. There we go. Okay, pop out.
Oh, yes, you would have popped everything out.
Yeah, no, it's broken my whole setup. But it's okay. So I'm back.
That's all right. I am going to go for someone there, and I'm going to go for a couple of people there. There we go. And let's go for earthly beings, minions. I want... I want a hooligan
Lottie,
here.
Just don't pull your gun out this time. Just let's keep it calm. If we can do the talking, let's do that. I don't really like doing shooting.
Well, okay, so with your rat sense, we'll give it a name of rat
like
sense.
my spidey senses. Like my
It
spidey
is.
senses of rats.
You can sense a large amount of people to the south of you that appear miserable. The rats are having a blast with it because they are nibbling at cut flesh and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yes. And you can see the blood trail coming from up here and up the stairs.
What's in this room?
Okay, so entering into this room, shall we roll some random tables?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Now I don't feel like the adepts are not going to try and kill me. I think I'm a bit happier.
So in this room here, we are going to the notable features table. Let's do that.
Oh, I've lost all my pages as well. I've lost all my...
So we have 3. On the notable features table, 3 is shifting. So the fish shifting, this seems a little bit weird, but these particular altars here, they seem to be moving under the ground a bit and then popping back up, and there is a different something on top of them. It's almost like this little engine of things going down and then popping up, and you see some sort of weird case. So, well, yeah, there's like a case on it. Case. Lottie, they last about 2 minutes looking at it. Lottie goes and opens one of these cases, and in it, we're going to go for Eldritch Randos. In it, not Eldritch Clues, not Dead Bodies, not book titles, Oddities 2. Let's do that, shall we?
Hey DJ, how's it going, mate?
21. So in there, you find, I'm going to copy and paste this. You're going to like this one.
I like how you snigger. It's always good. You're like, haha. 2 snakes around a human heart. Wet specimen.
Yes.
Pleasant.
No, it doesn't, but it sounds very good for this particular adventure, doesn't it?
No, it sounds perfect.
And yeah, the door, the thing locks and then slides back down. She's holding this thing in her hand, and she basically throws it down and gets really icked out. It pops back up, and you open it, and it's full with the exact same thing, even though you took it out. It was empty when it went down, and it got filled up. It's like... I don't know
if I like touching this human heart with 2 snakes around it, though.
She said, yeah, I regret doing it. Good thing those snakes were dead.
It's still wet, though. That heart is actually kind of moist.
Yes. Wet and wriggling.
Yes.
Don't do it as good as Gollum does it.
No.
She's like, okay, which door do we go down? The one that has the blood or the one that doesn't have the blood?
Let's go, because we're looking for... But ultimately, we're looking for the hat that they're going to wear.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that they're doing sacrifices with the hat involved.
And as you say that, you hear another really horrifying scream coming from there. You can also hear whimpering coming from down the other passage.
I've had an idea, Lottie.
Yeah. Is it turn around and run?
Walk in. No, this is fun. No, you're not having fun now?
No.
This is exactly what I've been... All my research has come together. This is brilliant. This is amazing.
What sort of research would lead you to an underground labyrinth full of hearts and snakes and cults that can control rats?
This wasn't as unexpected as you think. Like, I've looked and researched, and this is how they do... This is how they get the power for the...
okay, I don't know if I want this sort of power. How is this going to help me?
Imagine being able to talk to all the animals and control them. How cool would that be? People are so boring, but animals are really interesting.
I can see maybe get those police dogs off my back.
There you go. See,
okay,
that's handy. So ask a gorilla how he's doing for the day.
I don't care what gorillas think. Yes, what is your idea?
I wonder if we could come in and say, "Hey, we're closing this down for today. Everyone go home." Just drop what you're doing. We've come in here. We've been told by the boss to shut this thing down for a day. We need to come in and do some checks. Like we're coming in to do they shut down a calf. That sort of thing.
Okay, so do you have a bag of roaches?
Roaches? Oh, I see.
They tell you shut a calf down.
I know, I get you. Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah. So I'm thinking with all your skills of... your streetwise skills, you must be able to come in and do this is all being closed down, and you must be able to use some influences somewhere.
I will follow your lead.
I know your background's a little bit suspicious, so
she's like, don't talk about my background.
Exactly, I didn't. I just said I know that there's some stuff going on.
Okay, well,
so we're going to walk in. We're going to say, hey guys, drop whatever you're doing. I'll hold up my talisman so they know I'm serious.
If you don't mind, I will still like to have my gun in my hand.
Oh, for sure, because they might get... Well, can you kind of, show it rather than actually have it out? I don't know.
More than willing to do that, yes.
Yes, don't have it out. Just because they might be holding stuff that they can throw at us. I don't actually exactly know what they're doing here. I know a little bit about the ritual, but I don't know. I've never seen it live, shall I say?
Okay, oh well.
Come on then. This is going to be fun.
So she opens the door and you are basically in a room filled with water, lots and lots of blood seeping into the water. You can see a very large, hairy man in a loincloth who has blood covering his hands, with two minions looking a little bit repulsed and a dead body inside the cage with their head removed. And you can see the guy, the beast, basically waving his hand around, and he's like, no, this was another waste of time. This guy is not a warrior. I don't know how many times you tell me that lawyers are great fighters in the courtroom. They are useless warriors. And he throws the head over, and then he opens up the cage, drags the body, and throws it over to this place where you can see a pit full of decomposing bodies. He then takes it over and he's like, we're going to need another body. I'm not even going to bother wasting this one, taking it to the crypt. This body is useless to us. And as he walks up, he sees you. He's like, who are you? What are you?
I'm going to do the talking, am I? Okay.
Yes, she can roll, but...
Oh, okay, cool. We're here to we need to shut you down for the day. We're coming from the boss. The boss has said, this is not working. We're not happy with the results your team's been put together. So we need to shut you down for the day so we can do some checks, make sure there's nothing weird going on, make sure that you're actually following the correct protocols, because you've been failing, basically. This is
like, how dare you call me a failure? What is the boss saying about me?
Well, what happened with the last sacrifice? What happened then?
Well,
did it succeed?
I keep
What
getting...
about the last 10? How the last 10 worked?
None of them are warriors. None of them are worthy.
This is why we're doing a shutdown for the day. We just want to review everything, make sure everything's going as we want. Maybe make some changes, make some tweaks.
It's like, no, I'm in charge here. I say what happens. Look,
you're not in charge. I have the talisman of chicken leg.
It's like, how did you get that? We lost that months ago.
Well, it's because I've got it. That's why you lost it. The leader gave me this. The leader gave me this.
No, he would never have given you that. He promised that to me.
How do you know what he thinks? You know nothing about him.
I know he doesn't like chicken.
Sacrificing the wrong people.
Well, that's because they give me the wrong people.
This is why we're reviewing the thing. The system's not working. We're not happy with the results.
You can see these two people...
The last quarterly meeting was not good enough.
Sneaking away. The beast is getting incredibly angry. So I'm going to roll a communication. Or would you prefer intimidation or communication?
I think we should scare him. Go for intimidation. Let's make it
intimidation? Fun. Okay.
Maybe pull out
look at that.
Oh, bro.
He sort of splashes in the water. I'm not even going to roll willpower for him because that is very high. He splashes in the water and she just points the gun straight at his head and sort of has this look in her eye like, try me. And he sort of looks around and he's like, well, as long as he doesn't have me as the next sacrifice.
Sacrifice? Well, we're looking at warriors, so, just be careful.
He goes storming past, and I would like for you to make a willpower test.
Oh, my word.
Or a constitution test, whatever is higher.
Oh, they're both ones, so... Yeah, that's right.
Okay, both of you pass. This won't generate stunt points. He really stinks. It's like you can... It is horrible.
Oh, and go and have a bath as well, mate.
He sort of goes there. He sticks his head really close to your head and he whispers in your ear, my recommendation, get that chick. She's the warrior. If you get her, you get your head. You get the crown. And then he storms off in a hurry and he's like, what about a bath? I don't smell that bad. I hate people. And these two cultists come along and are like, thank you. We couldn't bear to be with him any longer. He stinks so bad. They're like, is there any food left? Did Marglu actually cook the food?
He was actually eating upstairs. He was eating upstairs.
He's eating already? Damn, he said he would save us some.
And I told the rats not to steal his food.
So they are basically going. Are gone
Okay.
burgers.
Wow. Okay, that was unexpected.
Well, I'm rolling an 18 on a intimidation test.
True. Yeah, no, scares the pants off him.
Yeah.
Okay, so from my research, do I know where the crown would be?
Well,
what
this here is the room where they decapitated people and prepped them to make the second crown. You don't think the crown would be in here. However, you have just left a magical treasure room.
Oh, was that what that was it?
Yeah, a magical treasure room.
Oh, cool. But there was a heart with some snakes.
That was in the first chest.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's nothing. So that room there. Okay, right. Okay, cool. Let's check this room out then. As I have a voice in my head that tells me that there's something really cool in this room.
Just ignore that 5.
I'm not ignoring that 5, but sure. I like how you got rid of it straight away. I think we should check this room out. There's something weird in this room. I've got a feeling.
Okay.
My bones or something.
Pick a chest.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, wait, no, random. How many chests are there?
There are 12.
Let's do a random.
Okay.
Because
roll a 1d12 for me.
4.
Okay, so you go to chest number 4. Let's have a look at the book.
Pick a chest, Lottie. Let's pick a chest. Let's go check the chest out.
She is going to pick. I'm rolling. She is picking chest 10. So, in chest number 4, you find 32, which is a giraffe skull. Has the same imprint inside it. However, it's a giraffe skull. It's not a human skull.
Okay, that's weird.
And Lottie finds in chest 10, 36, which is, let's go to oddities number 2. So, okay, a fish with fur on it. So this looks like someone has taxidermied a fish and stuck a beaver skin instead of scales on the fish.
Oh, Charles is like, that's amazing. Imagine doing that. That's so cool.
And she's like, this is getting creepier and creepier. Giraffe skulls, fish with furs, snakes circling.
Snakes and hearts.
I don't like this.
Normal.
Please.
All completely normal.
That's right. She's going to another one. She is going to 5. Where are you going?
I'm going to go and look at number 13. That's wrong.
13. Okay.
I'll roll the wrong.
Yeah,
dice,
that's a 1D. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 10 again.
10. No. Roll another one.
Oh, sorry. Click buttons.
8. Okay, in this is a book this time. Let's see what sort of book you get out of it.
Exciting.
Yes. Oddities 1, items in a hotel. Nope. Oddities 2, occult book titles.
Ooh, that'd be good. This could be exciting.
It always helps if I click thing. Okay, 55. So you have found yourself the triangular book of Sir Germain.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I don't know who Sir Germain is. This is apparently a real occultic book.
So if I Googled it, it turns up?
I don't know. Google it and see if it turns up.
What was it called?
The Triangular Book of Saint Germain.
Triangular? God. Triangular Book of Saint Germain. Yeah, it is.
It is indeed. What is it?
Book by Count of Saint Germain. I can actually get the book in as a PDF.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you go. You have found an original first edition copy of this book, valued at quite a bit.
It's a triangular manuscript. It's triangular as well, in an untitled 18th century French text written in code, attributed to the legendary Count of Saint Germain. It takes its name from physical shape. The blind and the sheet of vellum comprise a manuscript shape of an equilateral triangle.
Okay.
Oh, the text, once deciphered, which details a magical operation through which a person can perform feats of magic, notably discovery of treasure and extension of life.
Huh.
That is so cool.
Wow. Well, that's what you found.
Wow, I'm so happy. I'm just like, this is the best day ever.
Yeah. You see, most of the time when we do this, you learn something new. You learned about the Crossroad Demons and that blues player.
Yes.
Now we've learned about
That's true, yes.
Yeah. Okay, she searches through book chest 5. Now, you remember I rolled a 5 previously.
I know.
Yes, and in it, there is a crown. She's like, is this what you are after?
I'm excitedly giggling and walk over. Yes.
She's like, how much control can it give you?
I have no idea.
Really?
I have absolutely no idea. From what I read, the texts don't really explain because it's so old. The texts don't really explain exactly what it does. She's
going to start to put it on.
I wouldn't do that though.
It's like, why not?
Because I want to put it on.
She's like, no, I'm going to put it on. And she is rolling a communication. Oh, wow, she sucks. Go on, roll communication. You have to be able to beat a 6.
Animal handling as well?
Go for it.
Why not? That's hilarious. I get +4 animal handling as well. So
it's still, that's a 14. And she's like, I don't know. I want out of here.
It's my baby. Come on. I know you. All this is the reason we're here. So if we get this, we get out of here. So
I know I agreed on, you pay me once the job is done. I want payment now.
Okay. Well, I have resources, so I guess I've carried. What did I agree paying her already?
You would have.
What was it you want? Do you want a giraffe's head?
Oh, I don't want a giraffe skull. Why would I want a giraffe skull?
A furry fish, maybe?
Tell you what. You said that book is worth a fortune. You give me the book, I'll give you the crown.
Okay, that's fair. But if you want some help with the book, understanding it, then I can do it.
I want to flog it off. I don't want to open it.
I might buy it off you when you've... And then I have resources. She's
like, okay, tell you what, I will hold on to the book. I will meet you at the Blue Oyster. And you give me the money for the book.
Okay, that's fair. That's a really
she tosses you the crown, you toss her the book, and she bolts out of there.
Gone. Okay.
She is gone. You do hear a gunshot as soon as she gets up, and she's like, effing rats, I hate them, and takes off.
All right. Put on the crown.
And as you put on the crown, you fall unconscious. A few minutes later, you wake up with a few of the cultists hovering over you. They're like, Master, what on earth have you done?
I put on the crown. Oh, the boss come and get the crown.
Only certain people are allowed to put on the crown or can actually handle putting on the crown. How are you still alive? Is your brain not dead?
No, I feel great.
And when did you come back? Nobody heard you come back.
Oh, I've been there the whole time. I don't think I'll leave you lot alone, do you?
They're like, we didn't even know it. You got something weird on your face, and they show a mirror, and as you lift the mirror up, it is not actually your face. It is the face of this really old guy. You can see part of what would have been your beard is still peeling off. You flick it off, and it turns to dust, and you no longer exist. However, the master, whose memories date back to thousands of years and countless battles throughout history, takes over your mind, and yeah. Wow,
okay.
So does that count as a actual death, or
an awakening, maybe? I've
just
learned a bunch of stuff. I'm not dead, am I? I'm still alive. I'm just a bit old.
Well,
so it hasn't kind of...
I mean, your memories they're now incorporated into this guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, keep up the work. I'm going to look into these trying to get some more people for you, these warriors. I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's not working properly.
Maybe we should sacrifice the beast. He reckons he's a good warrior.
Well, actually quite tempting. So if it doesn't stop smelling so badly, we might have to do that at some point.
Yeah, I don't want to be the one who cuts his head off, though. I don't want to be anywhere near any part of him.
Maybe we need to do it when he's asleep. Maybe we could drug him.
Have you seen his bedroom?
Well, he must leave it to eat. When he eats, knock him out. That's easy enough, isn't it?
They're like, yeah, okay, well, come on, master, let's get you some food. And they head off. And that is the end of that one. Using our rando tables.
7.5 hours. 2.5 hours exactly this
Yeah,
time.
2.5 hours exactly, as we started 2 minutes late.
2 hours. We
2
started
hours, sorry, you are right, yes.
Yeah.
2 hours exactly, and we spent half an hour going over the new random tables.
And nobody died.
And
well,
it depends on what you consider death.
Oh, well, rats died, I guess.
True. Yes, there shall be a great mourning for the Ratopoli.
Yes. Well, I felt everyone.
So,
and Charles, being rubbish, rolled really well all night as well, which is funny.
oh, it always happens, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that there is the new book of random tables. I really like the Dreadcrawls because it gives you some really awesome ways to make an adventure.
Oh, it's great. That's awesome. Yeah.
It is. So, yeah, we'll start to incorporate that into some more Cthulhu adventure games. And we're always going to be adding in more and more random tables. I'm thinking of taking these PDFs and actually converting them in, but as you can see, each one has about 12 to 20 tables of 100 texts.
Yep.
And I don't want to be having to push Control-C, Control-V that
Control-C.
often at the moment.
No. And you couldn't make them into a CSV file. You couldn't just drop them all into one CSV file and then import as a CSV. That'll have to be
I honestly don't think you can in this software, but it would still be copying and pasting into the CSV file from the PDF.
Well, no, if you could select the text as a lump of text, you can sometimes copy it in.
True.
And then fiddle with it to get it into the cells properly.
Maybe.
Maybe able to do it.
It's something I'll look over. We aren't playing next week because next week we are having a double birthday Father's Day celebration.
Oh, we should talk to Green Ronin and actually say, hey guys, can you send us these tables as an Excel spreadsheet or a CSV file?
Maybe, but they only created the Dreadcrawls. The other ones came from a humble bundle called the Book of Random.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So it's about 500 gig worth of PDFs that are just random tables. There's funnily enough a couple on randomly generated dungeons, which they used a website to create, and I often use that website to create my random dungeons. So
Yep.
that was amusing to see that. Another one on random towns, which they use the exact same website to create the random towns. I wonder if I can pop that up on my stream. If I go TTRPG, world building, Witcherbow, it is ITCH.io. And if you go to that, you can see medieval fantasy generator, neighborhood generator, one-page dungeons, caves and glades generator, mansions generator, village generator.
What was it?
It is WATABOU dot ITCH. Yeah, that's probably going to be easier.
Because you're just saying words at me.
I'm just saying words, am I? Where is... I think I cut out. That's okay. I'm not actually on the stream. There we go. Can you see that in the chat?
Yep, and I can click on it as well.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll load this up
city
for...
generator, pixel dungeon. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So for anybody who wants to create some randomness, you can go to this particular website. I can put this in the chat for you. And say we go neighborhood generator. We click on that. And you can see a Lost Quarters neighborhood. And you can just right click and go new map and the golden square thing. So this is how I often create a lot of my random stuff.
So
We'll jump back and we'll go one-page dungeons. So if you ever wanted to get a random dungeon, look at this, the Viled Mausoleum of Patron. This is quite a decently large dungeon. I can see a coffin in there. I can see one room has an elf, utterly surprised. Another coffin in room 7 with a sarcophagus containing lockpicks.
Utterly surprised elf. That's awesome.
Yes. So... that is a very, very handy page if you wanted to create randomness. And these books basically had a whole heap of stuff that they printed off that. I don't know the legality of doing that, but they did.
That's not our problem.
No. So, yeah, it had that. It had 5 books of random tables for fantasy games. Everything from what is in a dragon's hoard, what is... what rumours do you hear at the tavern, all that sort of stuff.
Wow, it's amazing. I'm just clicking around in it.
It is a cool page. Yeah, you go to that website and it's so fun.
Moon Haze, population 140.
Is that the town generator?
Town generator, village generator.
It is a cool little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you ever wanted to know where I get a lot of my maps from, I get that and then I incorporate it into my map making software and redesign it, and that's how we get some of our maps.
I'm just thinking I'll just go and grab this. Like there's what's this called? The Catacomb of the Ice Oracle.
Some of them, they don't translate very well. They're good for printing out, but they don't translate very well into a VTT.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. So they're easy enough to duplicate anyway.
Yeah. Well, it gives you an idea, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Cool. Oh, well.
Terrifying is spelt weirdly, though. Terry, as in Terry, and fying, Fying, terrifying. It's a terrifying, spelled badly, soul-eating rabbit has made its home here.
Wow.
Wow, that's so cool.
Okay, we have to do a soul-eating rabbit adventure one day.
I know. I think so. That's hilarious.
Excellent. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this look into how to create randomness and how to generate purely random adventures. And my camera is flicking on and off. Honestly, this camera is 20 years old. It's surprising it's still working.
I'm starting to feel it a bit.
Yeah, I took it in to get repaired the other day, and I've got power now. I now have mains running
because the
into it.
battery wasn't working, was it?
Yeah, no, the battery, a 6-hour battery lasts 2 hours. And as we've stated, we've been here for 2 hours now. So, yeah, it can now run back off mains. The battery plate is back up and running. But I still think it's old. It's gone well beyond its lifespan.
I use a webcam. I use a Logitech 922 or something. It comes out really nice.
I often do. I think the last one we done, I did because this camera was in there, but this camera just gets so much better quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old school one. It's 3 CCD and each chip in it is 1/2 inch, whereas a webcam is a 1 CCD and probably 1/8 of an inch, maybe even less.
All right, we should get out of here.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. I do have an exit screen and I even have some exit music. I don't think you can hear it though, can you, Lee?
No, but I can play mine. You can hear mine.
Okay, well, I will mute you and I will play mine and you play yours and I'll jump to my exit screen.
We'll both exit out together.
Okay, do we need a clapper for that? Because I've got a clapper. I know where it is.
No, I don't think we should.
I don't actually know where mine is.
Oh, we'll both clap because you can't actually hear it.
Oh yes, clap. Okay, you clap and then I'll mute you and I'll change to my exit screen with my music. How's that?
Okay, cool.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.